Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. This is not the episode I thought I was going to be making. I was going to make an episode showing off all the stuff I've done over at the base and the new mining, not mining rovers, but little mining drones for Pam. But I was out getting some gold, and I did find some gold. So I got a fair little chunk of gold that I mined up by hand in the rover. I kept seeing this intermittent signal over here, something about damaged antenna. So I wanted to come check that out. Just flashes up every once in a while. I think it's pretty close over here. Yeah, there it is, 2.4. If I switch that to full visible, this is something about damaged antenna, and it's white. So I don't think it's immediately hostile anyway. I want to go see what it is. So that's the plan. Yeah, IGSH. Damaged antenna. What is IGSH? Let me throw on my parking brake. If we go to factions, intergalactic shipping. You want it? We've got it. Top supplier of components, tools, gases. Ooh. So we're neutral with them. It's not the, that's not the same thing as the trade. Okay. So they might not shoot at us immediately since we're neutral. Let's go see what's happening. 2.4 kilometers, so we got a little ways to go. Oh, there it is. Got off course a little bit. It just pops up every once in a while. It's about 240 on the heading. I will say this, for a small grid rover, this thing gets around pretty well. Alright, 1 kilometer, so it's just over that next hill, maybe? Of course, it's coming on nighttime, so there's that. Or no, I'm sorry, it's 5:58 a.m. Just coming on morning. I was out exploring and getting gold. I wonder if it was yesterday, the day before. It's been a little while. Yeah, 500 meters. So what do we got up here? Gonna be just over this ridge. 150 meters. Oh. A thruster? Oh, that's a ship. I see a turret on top. I don't think it would shoot at me, but I'm not 100% sure about that. It is neutral, so in theory, they're not hostile. So I'm going to park back over here. Get that back to normal display. All the antennas are showing. A little bit of tree cover here. Whatever good that'll do in Space Engineers. Yeah, I saw there's a big turret up top, a Gatling turret. Oh, there's a interior turret. Well, let's go see what happens. There's a door on it. Be cool. Access denied. Big old thrusters. Seems like when the fog comes in, it gets laggy. I don't know why. Space Engineers has never really been laggy for me. Ooh, we got a dead dude in there. That's probably not a good sign. I don't know if I can help them because the door is all damaged. And I would imagine if I break in, that's going to cause some problems. Because there's a turret right there. Yeah, I don't know what we should do with this. Should we do anything with it? Thrusters are all damaged. I don't know that we need to repair this. Turret is in full working order. There's also a reactor on it. That thruster's okay. Yeah, it definitely needs some repair. And yeah, there's a dead guy in there. So that's no, that's not a turret. That's just a rotating beacon. Well, this is cool, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about it. It looks repairable. This wouldn't take a whole lot to get this flying again as far as the atmospherics go. Is that a tank? Yeah, that's a hydrogen tank. It's a reactor. I don't know if it's going to have any like Prototech stuff on it. I think that's a whole different faction. Not 100% sure about that, so it's kind of neat, but I don't know that I need to break into it and get those guys on my bad side. What's this? That's just a conveyor cap. So, I think I'll just leave that be. Maybe at some point we'll come salvage that. Actually, let me put a GPS marker down. I don't know if this will stick around or not. Crashed Atmos. Well, I'll just put ship. Crashed ship. So IGSH. Yeah, IGSH. All right. There we go. So we'll leave that be. All right. I guess I'll head back to base. And I'll show you what I got going on there. I've made some improvements. And I've got some more, some miners going. I got a couple different miners going. This weather has really turned into crap. Wow. Alright, I'll see you back at base. Alright, coming down to the lake. It's been a little slow going. This fog is nasty. There's one of my tiny miners down there. I'm hoping it's still working. When I say tiny miner, it is the bare minimum. Super cheap to make. It's just a flying drill. So I'm using those for these close deposits here on the lake. Let's see if I can get down here. Whee! Alright, are you stuck over here or are you still working? You get stuck down in a hole? Oh, no, he's still working away. Did you find the magnesium down there? So, like I said, it's just a flying drill. With a connector on it. That's pretty much it. It's a tiny miner. I've got a couple of those going. One's over there getting iron and nickel. This guy is supposed to be getting magnesium. I don't know if he's found the magnesium yet. I get down in there, I'll have to drill my way back out. It says it's 25 meters down. I told him to go 30, I think, if I remember right. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll let him just keep working on his job. And when he's done, we'll expand it as needed. Alright, back over to base. So I've expanded out. I got a little side offshoot here with some wind turbines. And I've got 3 different connectors now for the miners to hook up to. Here's the wind turbines. I just tunneled through and then came out over here. That tunnel is lit up. 4 wind turbines. I've expanded a little bit on the solar panel. Looks like it may have ran into the mountain because one is missing. Interesting. And I want to kind of build a little mining car, I think, to weld up the inside. Did I say mining? I'm at welding car. What about that lag? That is really annoying. I don't know if that's from the contact update. Yeah, it looks like it's been hitting into the mountain, so that's not good. Probably need to set up some limits for the turret, because that has destroyed one of those. I think I can jump up there. Well, that'll be for another day. Here comes Tiny Miner 1. So they are docking to that. I shuffled a little bit of stuff around. And I built a grinder pit. So I ground up the old mining drone in there. And then if we find stuff, we can drop it in there. And I've got 3 connectors here. 2 of which are in use by these little tiny miners. Pretty happy with that design. It is bare minimum. But for this close-in stuff, it's just fine. Let's get inside. And I've been busy in here as well. So I went ahead and built out a second large cargo. And then I've got another hydrogen tank. I've got a couple hydrogen engines over here with a vent controller. So if our battery gets low, it'll kick those on. If it gets really low, it'll kick the reactor on. So we've got some backup from our wind and solar. Then on top of each tank is a O2H generator to keep those full. The refinery is pretty much how it was. Got the modules on there. I haven't built out too much more over here yet. The refinery is off right now just because it's such a power hog. And right now we have enough stuff for building. You can see we've got 74,000 iron, so we've got plenty for now. The hydrogen tanks are slowly getting filled up. And we've got plenty of extra buffer room now for the cargo, which is good because you can see we've got 600,000 ice. Needed lots of room for that. Went ahead and made this used to be an extension of the components, but since we don't have enough components to fill 2 screens usually, went ahead and just turned this into a power overview. So we can see we're not getting anything in from solar right now. Just a little bit of it from the turbines. The engines are off, the reactor's off. Battery's up to 62%. Too bad. So I think I want to get the solar panel fixed. So if we go to solar, let's take enough for 2 panels. And it looks like I might need to grab some water. Out of girders. Makes quite a clunk when they get in there. All right, there we go. So we didn't need the solar cells. Just grab some water real quick. Put that on us. Yeah, this lag, it just takes all the fun out of it. I don't know why it lags sometimes. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it lags. It seems to maybe be related to the fog. Oh, I need to grab some steel plate for some scaffolding, because we're going to need to build up. Steel plate. Let's get lots of that. Actually, I can drop that. Hold it. Nope, that's full. I can't drop that in there. Large cargo. So here's the projector. This is where I've been building the tiny miners. Yeah, this is, it feels like it's like 20 FPS. It's really chunky. I don't know if that's coming through on YouTube or not. It's almost hard to control because it's so chunky. And it usually runs super smooth. So it's something either with a mod that I've got or with a contact update. And it only seemed to appear once I got here planet side. That matters at all. So I want to go in here. I want to turn off the custom turret controller. I don't want it controlling the stuff here while I'm working on it. And I will probably go ahead and extend this on out. I want to get further out and get some more solar as well. Hop over here. You're fine. You guys are fine. It's all over here where it was hitting the ground. Colorable. Yeah. And we'll grab color. Alright. Good as new. So I should probably limit that to like 45 either side. Then it shouldn't be running into the terrain. So let's go do that. Thought I had it limited, but I may have limited it to 60. Let's pull that up. If we look for solar, we're going to have the hinge. Yeah, limited to 60. Crap. 0. There we go. Okay, lower limit is going to be negative 45. Upper limit is going to be 45. I think that should be good, so let's go ahead and turn the turret back on. Let it do its thing. Yeah, we don't get a whole lot of hours of daylight. In hindsight, for power, this is not a great location. For kind of being hidden and out of the way, it's a great location. But for getting solar power, not good at all. Not good at all. Alright, I kind of wanted to make a little the welder rover. I don't know if I can make that work. But let's clear this out so I can actually use it. Ship you off. And I already have a small grid here, so I'm just going to add on to this. And we'll come over here and oops, we'll do some building. Frame rate, it's a little hard. Alright, so we need a cargo container. Oh, this is crazy, but so probably just a medium cargo container with a welder on it. Then it can just drive around and weld up the floor and the lower part of the walls. I don't want to get too fancy. It's just something tiny. But we're going to need some interior plate. Place that down. That should be all the storage we would need. And we just need some wheels on it. Is that the small? Yeah, that is the small wheels. Now, I almost want something with less width. Where are you? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Still gonna be super wide unless I make like a ridge down the bottom. That might work. Stuck. Gonna have to be higher. Yeah, this is a pain in the butt. That's why I usually like designing stuff in creative mode. We don't have to worry about all the goofiness, but it also adds to the challenge. So I'm gonna go up. Go up 2. It's like the world's longest arm here on a rotor. No! There we go. Okay. So we'll put you on there. If I had like a ridge down, and then I put the wheel on. That is the left. Mount a couple of here. Slightly less wide. Yeah, I don't think I can fasten them. I can. But it's not going to be symmetrical then. Yeah, let's not get too fancy. Wow, the whole like targeting stuff is totally different after the contact update, it seems like. Or is it just because I haven't played Space Engineers in a while? Something is really goofy. Okay. Wheel. Wheel. Then I need you to face in the other direction. And also playing at like 20 FPS is really not. So something like that, and then of course the other wheel is kind of in the way. I can fix that with the piston or whatever. Then I need a battery, of course. I can put that maybe up top, or we'll figure something out. But I want a connector on the back here so we can hook up and get parts. And then just drive it around and weld up stuff. So I'd need like a remote on top, that kind of stuff. Alright, we need 3 of you. 3 of you. full of stuff again. Yeah, we'll just use them up, whatever. I haven't really used these 1x1 wheels before because they're so ridiculously small. So this will be an interesting experiment. I played the Frostline DLC scenario with my son, and they made use of a lot of these 1x1 wheels for little rovers. That's what kind of gave me the idea. Why that didn't actually grab everything. Okay, we need a welder, and we need a medium cargo container, and we need a connector. I need some more frame rate. Holy cow, this is getting bad. Sorry to complain so much, but it's taking all the fun out of it. I will do some looking in the log files and see if I can tell what's going on. I'd have to remove a mod or two. Okay, there's our super awesome little welding rover. I'm going to drop that down now, and we'll see if we can get this other wheel on it. You know, I really should have put a battery on that before I did that. Oops. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Okay, I need a piston, which is out here on 4, 6. Are we out of construction? We are. Okay, well, let's get those in production. We're going to need a bunch of those for when we go to weld up the floor and walls. What are we doing on interior plate? Not great. Okay. If I remember right, we need a lot more of those, so let's just queue that up. We got a lot of iron. Oh, right. There's no battery on your dummy. Alright. So, should we put a battery up top? Of course, I put the piston right where I need to put the wheel, didn't I? Because I'm a genius. No, that's not what I wanted to grind. Thanks for playing, though. Let's try it. Back here. Okay, it does need to be further out than one here. Wheel cannot be placed. Alright. Further out. Something like that. Okay, world's best rover is almost done. Oh, is this going to be tail heavy? Probably. Alright, I'll make her set up straight at least. So we're going to need a remote and an antenna, at bare minimum here. So let's put the remote here, and then antenna back here. Okay, antenna, show ship name. 500 meters should be plenty. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this inside so we can charge it. Oh, it's the bestest little rover ever. I almost need a seat on here so I can drive it. We'll make it work. Should probably get some cameras and whatnot set up on it. I need to turn down the power a little bit on these wheels because it wants to flip. Oh, and I forgot. I put a sensor on there, so it's going to close the door. I should put the battery more forward. It can get fixed. Let's get the battery charged a bit, and we'll get some parts in it, and we'll see if we can actually weld with it. Got to be switch lock. Charge on off. Oh, well, it's going to drive on these unloaded blocks. And there we go. All right, let me get a little closer in here. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about the tippiness. That's going to be a problem. Turn those both down. I need to turn the speed down as well. Only like 40? How slow is that? Even that's a little zippy. There we go. That's more like it. Boom. All right, charge away. Oh, I forgot. It's hard to control this stuff when it's docked, because you don't know which is which. Tiny welder, control. 200 recharge. And if we go to inventory, we want just this guy. And then we want interior plate. Build a welder with that. We'll pull that back out of the connector, and then we need construction components as well. Nearly that many. Cool. And then I need the toolbox welder. Batteries back off. Lock. We're not low enough to weld the floor. Fail. Okay, well that's the idea. I'll work on a better rover, but that was the idea. We're gonna weld something though. We can at least weld a wall up. What, this could probably be 10 on the speed. There we go. We welded something. So I will iterate on this design. This will make a good wall welder. But I need something else for the floor. I need it to be lower down to the floor. Probably would have to get some kind of hinge set up so we can rotate it. I wanted to try to make it as small as possible, but I'm going to have to get a little more on here. But I'll hook it up so I can at least get charged up. There we are, locked and recharge. Put little event controllers and stuff on it, but I don't want to get too fancy. Anywho, that'll do it for this episode, folks. I'm going to keep on going. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Now we'll catch you in the next adventure. Love all my little robots flying around doing stuff.